Hey guys, welcome to Sportsman's Watch Outdoors. We got something pretty exciting going on today. I'm out here at Lake Point State Park Marina. You can see behind us, got the boats, and that's the little marina area. It's a beautiful park. It's my favorite place. My wife and I come out here often to kayak, to put the boat in, to camp. You've seen us make videos out here before, but today we got something pretty exciting out here. There's an organization called Kayak Eufaula. I approached them about doing an interview because I really want to highlight more local Lake Eufaula businesses that are in the outdoors. And they're a relatively new business here in town. And what they do is take people on tours and rent kayaks and things like that. And I've heard nothing but good, positive things about this business. And when I approached them about doing an interview and highlighting their business on our channel, they jumped all over it. And not only did they agree to an interview, but they invited me out to go on a kayak tour with them and show us exactly what they do. So follow along. It's going to be a fun time. Hey, y'all. We just pulled up at Kayak Eufaula, and we're about to go in here and take a tour, bring y'all along with us, get you some interviews, and let y'all know exactly what these folks do out here. I've heard nothing but positive things. Let's go take a ride and see what's going on out here.
Have like a map on display, so like the trip, waterside birds that haven't had behavior. Most of the other birds, like the herons and the eagles, are so low, they just take them by themselves. Aside from that, as we get closer to the campground and the marina throughout the trip, we have a lot of native pairs of
Right.
I'm the operational supervisor here. My name is Zadie Weishar, and I kind of run basically everything to do with the store, the marketing, the scheduling, anything like that. I put together and just coordinate everything.
Okay. How long you been here?
We just opened last year, so I started working for Parks and Recreation about a month before that because we're under Parks and Recreation.
Okay. Why should people come to Lake Eufaula for kayak?
Because it's just a unique experience overall. There's no place around Eufaula where you can do anything like this. And just seeing everything on the water is amazing. When you get out there, you don't want to be on your phone. You don't want to care about anything else except just being out there, seeing nature and relaxing. And I love it.
What makes this kayak tour different than others?
Well, I don't think there's even any within 100 miles actually, so that makes it unique by itself. The fact that we are under Parks and Recreation makes it unique because I don't think there's any other Parks and Recreation in Alabama that have kayaking divisions also. But just overall, it's completely lost my train of thought on that.
That's okay.
I don't know. We're great. I don't know. We've won awards. This one is the Alabama Parks and Recreation Association Innovative Award or Program Innovative Program Award.
Okay. And who else do we have here?
We also have Alec. Alec is our main driver. And then Chris is our main head guide.
Alec, how long you been here?
I've been here for about a year now. I moved down a year ago, and I eventually discovered the community center and then put in an application. And I have Parks and Rec experience from working in the city of Akron back in Ohio, and this was just ultimately a great fit.
Okay, great. And Chris, who I just took a tour with, and it was phenomenal. And how long you been here?
I've probably been down here for, I want to say about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, probably closer to a year and a half.
Okay. And what, I asked him while we were out there, what's the craziest thing he's seen out there on the water? Tell me about that bird experience with the fish.
I was coming back from a 6-mile trip with someone. I was only there with one other person. A bald eagle flew right over my head from behind me, and it was carrying a fish which I couldn't identify. It was the same size as the bald eagle, and it was just covered in blood because clearly the bald eagle was doing a lot of trial and error trying to find out how to lift that monster out of the water, and it landed on one of the little islets at the marina. It was on the ground, and it kept like looking down at it like it was frustrated, and it kept trying to fly up, but it could barely get up out of the ground. It attracted the attention of a mated pair of osprey, and then they started dogfighting in the air. The bald eagle tried picking up the fish again. Second bald eagle came out of the woods, and by the end of everything, there were like, I think 4 osprey in the air fighting 2 bald eagles, and they just kind of forgot about the fish. There was just a gored up fish on the side of the highway. And I remember Alec was coming by to pick me up from that trip, and he said, "Oh, I think somebody had a catch on one of their boats and it might have fallen out." And I'm like, "No, there's just a bald eagle that was trying to pick up a fish and it just tenderized it." And it's just blood and mayhem all over the highway.
I hadn't heard that before.
When are you guys open throughout the year? Do you have a season?
Our typical season is in the spring and the summer into the early fall, but because we have our e-bikes now, we're going to be open all year. Last year we closed for the winter and we were open for reservations only, but this year we're going to be open all year. I think when it gets more toward the colder months, we are going to only be doing rentals and then the e-bike rentals, but we definitely want to keep the Welcome Center open year round. We've had a lot of people who were upset during the months that we were closed.
Tell us about your rentals. You rent kayaks and you rent the e-bikes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we just got the bikes in last week or week before, so we're fairly new with those. Here at Lake Point, they have the campground, which has at least 10 miles worth of trails. The ORV trails are around 5 miles or more, which those are more advanced. So it's a little harder, definitely. And then the refuge also has a lot of trails that people can go on. So the rentals are, I think it's $40 for 4 hours. And then there's also places where you can put your children on the bikes with you, and it's really easy to use. As far as the kayaks, we rent out fishing kayaks, tandem and singles, where people can just go straight onto the lake. As well as doing the tours and the guided tours, unguided tours, and everything else.
Great. What kind of prices are they looking at for kayaks?
For the fishing kayak, it's $25 an hour. For the tandem kayak, it is $20 an hour, and for the single kayak, it's $15 an hour. And then we do have a 2-hour minimum.
Great. Well, I just did a tour with these guys. It was fantastic. I appreciate y'all allowing us to come in here and take a look at this, and hope to get more coverage of Kayak Eufaula around Eufaula and even farther abroad, because this is a fantastic organization and I appreciate it.